Good morning. It is 10:07 a.m. on Saturday, January 15th, 2022. I'm Christiana Ellis. Been up for a little while. This is 5 more minutes. I picked up a game last night that I haven't played in a while, and it's called Tequila. So this is a game, if you're not familiar with tequila or other alcohol-based games, one of the nice things about them that's interesting compared to a lot of games is that you really can do it while you do other things, right? And in fact, it's best enjoyed that way as opposed to focusing on it exclusively. So you do something else while you play. And so, what I will say is, it's been a little while since I played, and it has a great opening, but it gets into this gameplay loop where you get through this great, really fun part, but then before you can save your game, you have to complete the loop, which includes a sort of a come down that isn't as fun. Just so happens that you can sometimes, if you're planning ahead, you can make that part better or worse on yourself, but overall you really can't avoid it. So you get the fun part, but then you kind of have to pay for it a little bit. Anyway. I had a pretty fun evening last night. I did indulge, as I'm, kind of joking about it being a game or whatever, but I found myself enjoying sort of a pleasant low stakes overstimulation. What I ended up doing is playing a whole bunch of Hot Wheels Unleashed, which is a racing game that I've talked about before that I'm playing on PS5, where you are racing little Hot Wheels cars on, Hot Wheels tracks. So like you're driving your one little car, but it's emulating the idea that it's a Hot Wheels car on a track. And so I've been playing that, and at the same time that I play that, I'm watching Star Wars: The Phantom Menace on my iPad, and not just watching that, but listening also to the audio commentary for The Phantom Menace done by the Blank Check podcast. And then layer the tequila on top of all of that, which really ties it all together, because it's possible that I would not have chosen all of those things together without that part. But it was a pretty good time, frankly. And what I kind of enjoyed as a change of pace, because it was that feeling of sort of just like flushing out my brain with nonsense. You know what I mean? Like so many of these little low stakes activities, like a movie I've seen a million times, a podcast that's kind of just pleasantly making comedy jokes that aren't terribly important, and playing a video game where I'm racing little toy cars, and then just having all of that sort of just flood and flush out all of the little nooks and crannies in my brain, so that there's not really room to think about anything else for a little while. And you don't want to do that all the time, but for an evening, not bad. Sorry, that was my phone sliding across my desk there. But yeah, so today I'm planning ahead for our So Many Levels session tonight. We're going to play a fun game called Once More Into the Void. Well, I hope it's fun. I haven't played it yet, but it's very much inspired by things like Mass Effect 2 and Star Trek Picard are the named influences, where the basic concept is that you have kind of a science fictional setting, but the premise is that, there's a captain and their crew that previously worked together, but it all ended badly and they haven't seen each other since. But now there's a suicide mission that needs going on, and the captain has to bring the crew together for this one last job. And can you hold everyone together? Can you, forgive the old wounds and get the job done, or does it all fall apart? And like that, it's a game designed to evoke that sort of story, and I'm excited about that. So we're going to be playing that on my Twitch channel later tonight. And I also have a Zoom call for a prospective kind of a group to get together to do some musical improv, which I've been missing. So we'll see how that goes. That's early days in that sort of group. We're just kind of feeling it all out, but I'm excited about that too. So I'm going to leave it there, and in the meantime, I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.